Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Troops kill 10, raised 50 houses over alleged missing soldiers. Troops kill 10, raised 50 houses over alleged missing soldier. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Troops of the Nigerian Army have reportedly killed 10 residents and burnt down over 50 houses in Amangu community, Oafia local government area in Abia State, over alleged missing soldier on leave. According to Daily Sun, the undeclared war is being waged by soldiers of the 14th Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Oafia area of the state. The alleged missing soldier, who was on leave, was reported to have visited his village, Ikun, in Cross River State, and on his way back reportedly got missing at the border between Amuma, Oafia and Amangu, about 30 kilometers from Amangu. In the process of searching for the said missing soldier, troops from the brigade were reported to have invaded Amangu community. The soldiers were said to have shot sporadically, forcing natives to run for their lives. The invading soldiers were reported to have arrested many of the natives, some of whom were yet to be seen. Some of the natives who fled from the onslaught of the invading soldiers into the adjoining bushes and villages were yet to return home, as the troops of occupation are said to still be laying siege in the devastated community. People are said not to be allowed to enter or leave Amangu as the soldiers continue their onslaught, allegedly breaking into houses and looting the property of some people. A native of the area, who gave his name as Umar and who said he spoke from his hideout inside the bush, alleged that his younger brother was among those killed on a bike on Sunday by soldiers who laid an ambush against them. Umar equally disclosed that a woman came home from Aba last week to bury her husband, and in the wake of the military invasion, she died and her body was yet to be taken to the mortuary as nobody could go in to bring it out from their house. The woman came back last week to bury her husband, and on the first day of the invasion, she collapsed and died, and the body is yet to be taken to the mortuary because nobody is allowed in or out of Amangu. A poultry farmer in the area, Kanu, said he and his attendant left their poultry farm with over 1,000 birds and fled the community and lamented he did not know the fate of the birds. According to Kanu, as I talk to you, my village, Amangu Oafia, has been invaded by the army garrison in Oafia. Since Thursday last week, since the invasion commenced, over 10 people have been killed. Two youths were shot dead yesterday, Sunday, and the villagers have all fled into the bush, he lamented. In March this year, Amangu was invaded by the same army in Oafia, and about 40 houses were burnt by the army. Those houses are still there, not yet rebuilt. They claimed their reason for that mayhem was that they are looking for the IPOB, but I don't know the reason they will give for this one. The sons and daughters of Amangu Oafia, both at home and abroad, are calling on the army authorities to end the military siege of their community without further delay, as they said the alleged missing soldier was not in any way within Amangu. According to Sarah reporters, the Army Public Relations Officer, APRO Lieutenant Innocent Omale, when contacted, simply said he was not in the picture. Troops of the Nigerian Army have reportedly killed 10 residents and burnt down over 50 houses in Amangu community, Oafia local government area in Abia State, over alleged missing soldier on leave. According to Daily Sun, the undeclared war is being waged by soldiers of the 14th Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Oafia area of the state. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section